question. So, why, when women are successful in their dating or in a relationship, why do the men feel like they don't need to handle certain situations for the woman, or just feel like they have everything, they can handle everything on their own? Like, what is that about? Like, if you want us to treat you like a man, why don't y'all step up as men? Somebody give me an answer, please.
I think the confusion here, or like my old trainer used to say, the confusement is here because you we have a society where we think men are only valued or stepping up as a man, or the definition of masculinity or being a man is solely in the way he provides, but we cut that down to specifically in a way that alleviates your life, a woman's life. If he's not doing that, if he's not making your life tangibly easier, intangibly, I mean by paying something, removing something, a bill, or him taking over a payment of you, alleviating your pockets, you think that he's not stepping up as a man. You think he's not providing. Secondly, we have this idea that provision is available for every single woman. And the the fact is it's not, because provision and protection, right? We see more and more videos of women saying that men stood around and didn't do anything. Well, the question would be, do those men stand around and do nothing to women that are important to them? If his mom is struggling to move something, does he stand there and watch her? If his sister is struggling to take her stroller down the flight of stairs, does he stood there and do nothing? Or do they actually rise to the challenge and help those people out? I think that I think it's obvious. We help those that are important to us because we've stopped valuing men, in their sort of whole. You just want to look at men narrowly, and when they don't do that for you, something's wrong. So, guys, before we play this back and dissect this a little bit further, I just want to remind you guys, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. It really makes a difference to, small channels, big channels, small channels. But it's the best way, the best indication that helps this, this channel grow. If you don't want to help the channel grow, like, yeah, shame on you. Come on, man, help me out. Yeah, then hit that subscribe button, right? Yeah, share the video. And guys, and sometimes if you don't have your notification bell turned on, if you think you do, sometimes YouTube will turn it off. Uh, I've seen it happen. I've got verification from a couple of people subscribed to the channel that it has happened to them. So just, go ahead and just make sure that's on. So let's play this one back and get into it.
I have a question. So, why, when women are successful in their dating or in a relationship, why do the men feel like they don't need to handle certain situations for the woman, or just feel like they have everything, they can handle everything on their own?
So now let's take it from the point of view that both of you are successful. Both of you have the resources to handle things, right? And we'll break this down to when you're early in a relationship to you guys actually mean something to each other. If I just met you and you're handling business, congratulations, good on you, I'm proud of you. Why would I again now come in and say you've been doing this fantastically? Let me now pay for that without us having any real relation to each other. Men, it just doesn't really make sense. The expectation, we don't understand where the expectation came from or why you think that is a real thing that across the board men do. And I get why you think it is, because there's no verification, there's no check for when women or men come on this app, on these apps, and say whatever. When a guy is flashing his jewelry, there's no way for you to in that moment check it, right? When he's showing these things off, when he's showing the car, there's no way for you to know, is that rented? You don't know. You see, it's almost like a psyop. I put this in front of your face and I say it, and then you look and you see the trappings of it. You decide whether you believe it or not. And most times you believe it. I think there's a screen bias that we have to sort of acknowledge and look at. I don't know if it's the actual term. I don't know if it's definitely not in the DSM, but I think it's real. What you see online, you think because we've been programmed to trust the people you see in front of you. Now let's take it from we actually mean something to each other. If we actually mean something to each other, then we both have our best interest at heart. We are both of us are looking to help each other out in the ways in which we are weak. If a wall is strong and solid and tall, near impregnable, Why would I post guards in front of the wall? If it's already strong, if it's already being taken care of, it's very little incentive for someone to now just become a redundancy. Even if I now step up and pay, say, your rent that you've been easily paying 4 years before I came there, what I'm doing now, men don't often see that as redundancy, you see it as a waste. If we're trying to now put ourselves together and build something, or our circumstances change, as in, well, we're together, we're rocking out, you know, you get pregnant. Yeah, you know what? This is part of the plan. Let me now alleviate all these other things from you. There has to be a commiserate reason for that, not just because you think this is what a man does without really consulting your man and saying, what is it that you do? How do you show your care and appreciation for women in your life, specifically someone you're dating? If you're looking for a man to alleviate your stress in terms of bills, whether or not you're paying them or not, then that needs to be a conversation you have up front. This is not a video to say you're silly, you're stupid for wanting those things. You just have to be very, very intentional. And we all like to talk about, I'm intentionally dating, I'm looking for this, I'm dating this. So that has to be part of the conversation early. I want someone, and even though I'm successful, even though I'm good at X, Y, and Z, I want you to alleviate the stress of these things. Is that something that you see yourself doing? That needs to be part of the conversation. That needs to be the question. If not, you having the expectation that a man will step in and do for you simply because you are tired of doing it. We just see it because when we look at it, there's no alleviation, right? For when I'm not talking about a man that has never gotten anything out of his life and is fine leeching off the nearest woman or the first woman that's attracted to him, sleeping on her couch, using her car, or getting her pregnant so he has a place to stay nearly indefinitely. I'm not talking about those type of men. Those are particular level of scum that we have to talk about within the male community. But what I'm referring to is when a man has made something of himself, when he's done that work, he's not looking at you and thinking the first thing I do is save her, because he has never been saved. There's no there's no alleviation there for him. I think that's something that we all just need to think about.